Alright, so if you're running a Shopify store and you want to maximize your conversion rate, in this video we're going to cover 4 things that you can take from this 8-figure store and apply to yours. And we're not just going to cover what are these 4 things, we're going to cover how you can practically implement them on your stores, what apps to use, what are the best practices. So by the end of this video, you can apply all these things to increase your conversion rate, your returns on Facebook, how much you profit from your Shopify store, and scale much more easily. And the first thing that we're going to cover here that this store is doing is how they are increasing the conversion rate and the repeat purchase rate with the subscription. So what I actually mean by that. So this is their product page, and when you scroll a little bit down, you can see they have this box here which says subscribe and save. And this thing can help you a lot with increasing your conversion rate, because when your customers see the benefit of saving 17%, they will opt in for that regardless if they want to subscribe or not, because they can cancel it anytime and still get that first 70% off of the first purchase. But the thing that is very important here is that if your product is great and they are satisfied with your product, the next time that the time comes that they have to order it again, they will be happy to do so, and it will be effortless because they have already decided to subscribe and buy again from you. And therefore when they get charged, they will be completely okay with that, as they have already made the decision with you. And this is using the principle called the consistency, which means that if they have made their decision, they will be consistent with that decision. So when the time comes to buy again from you, they will just be consistent with that decision of subscribing to your product. So if you want to implement this feature on your website, you can use apps that we have here. You can use the Shopify native app, or you can use the app called Recharge, or you can use the Loop. There's also a lot of the other apps. I recommend you to go with the Shopify native app, which is just getting better and better, and it can do a very well job when it comes to placing the subscription feature on your website. Now, it's not enough only to place the subscription. There are some of the best practices that we're going to cover now, what you should do in order to maximize this part of your Shopify store. So first of all, you have to determine what is the benefit of the subscription. Because if your subscription don't have a certain benefit for your customers, there's really no point for them to subscribe. They will just go with the one-time purchase, as it's not appealing at all to subscribe and they don't have a reason to do so. In this example, you can see how they're constantly repeating their main benefit of the subscription, which is to save the 70% on every purchase, so on the first purchase, on the repeat purchase, and so. And you can see how they're constantly repeating that benefit across the whole subscription box. We have it here at the top, then we have the old price, and which is crossed, and then we have a new price. Then again, we have saved 70% every time. Then you can see just below delivery everything under each of the options, there's again save 70%. So they're constantly saying that and pointing that main benefit of their subscription, which is making their visitors to subscribe. And this is what you should do as well with your subscription and increase your conversion on this subscription feature. So this is the first thing. The second thing, and this is huge, and I see e-commerce stores making this mistake very often, and it is that your customers, when they subscribe, they have one very common objection, and that is, can I cancel the subscription when I subscribe? And I know it sounds obvious, and a lot of people know that you can cancel anytime, but still you have to point out these things. And if you don't point out, a lot of people will just worry about that, will get anxious about that, and they will just skip that option and not subscribe to your feature. So you want to clearly state that they can cancel it anytime. And let's see how this brand is doing this. You can see this is the second point of their subscription box. Easily edit, delay, pause, or cancel anytime, and therefore you just completely remove that friction, that objection, and more people subscribe to your product. So also, you can see just below here, they have the subscription details, and you can see this is the second sentence: no obligation, modify, skip, pause, cancel anytime, and therefore they're just completely removing that so that more people can subscribe without any worry at all. So the next thing that you have to take into the account if you want to have the subscription that this brand is doing as well is that you want to list the features and the benefits in the order of importance. So you can see the first thing that we have here is save 70%, then the second one is completely eliminating that objection. Then you have earn additional discounts and all the stuff. So you want to list the first one, the benefit, as the most important one, and then list all the others right after that one. So this is important because people obviously read first things first, and therefore you want to state what is the main benefit at the top. The next thing, and this is that they're doing, and you can test that as well for most of our clients, we have seen that it worked very well, is that you can try having the subscription selected by default. So if you see this brand and you reload this page and you scroll down, you can see that the subscribe and save is automatically selected, and this is huge because it's a no-brainer for their customers to subscribe and they get the benefit. So it makes sense in this point. If they didn't have all these benefits, it wouldn't make sense. So if you really nail down all these previous steps, you can definitely give it a try to have it selected by default. And the next thing that you can do and try as well is how they have the 3 months as a default selected option. They could have had like 1 month, but they have selected it as 3. So this is obviously helping them increase the repeat purchase rate, and you can definitely give it a try. And especially if you see that your customers are by average selecting the 3 months or more than that. So definitely a very important feature if you want to increase your conversion rate and the repeat purchase rate. And this is very good for CPG brands. Then the next thing that we have here that this store is doing is how they are increasing the conversion rate with the low cognitive friction. So first of all, let's cover what is the cognitive friction so that you know what you should actually decrease to increase your conversion rate. So what is the cognitive friction? So cognitive friction is a mental effort caused when something is hard to understand or use. And this thing is very important, especially if you are running your Facebook ads. So if your cognitive friction is high and you are running the Facebook ads, so people land on your product page and they see all the different things that are just hard to process, hard to understand, they will immediately leave your product page after clicking your ad and therefore going back to their Instagram. And if you think about it, people are on the Instagram, and the content that is performing the best is the content that is just easy to understand. So if they click on your ad and after that whole experience of easy content on the Instagram, they get on your product page and your product page is hard to understand, they will just bounce back and go back to the comfort of the social media. But if your cognitive friction is low, they will engage with your product page and consider making the purchase. So for that reason, you want to make your landing page very easy to process, very easy to understand, and therefore reduce that cognitive friction so that your customers engage with your product page. So let's cover what are the things that you can do in order to achieve that and what are the things that this brand is doing, right? So first of all, you want to remove all the visual clutter. So you don't want to have too many distractions. You don't want to have these countdown timers. You don't want to have any unnecessary elements that are not informing your customers of what is essential to make them buy from you. And you can see that this brand, which is 8-figure brand, they only have the title, they have the price, they have the social proof, they have a little bit about the product and stuff, the color selection, the subscribe, and that's it. They don't have too many elements. They don't have all these flashy timers and scarcity like how many people are viewing your product page and stuff like that. And for that reason, when the customer lands on their product page, and this is how it looks on the mobile, it's really easy to understand. It's nice to engage with it, and therefore more people will engage and buy the product. So that's the first thing. You don't want to have too many things. You don't want to have also too many colors, which is the next thing, because if you have too many colors, people are just going to find it hard to process your product page, and therefore they will just get off it. The next thing regarding this, the visual clutter, is that you want to have the color congruence, because you don't want to have too many colors. You want to have few colors, but they have to be congruent, right? So in this example, I wanted to point out to you how they have this add to cart button in the congruence with all the next button colors. So for example, when you click on the add to cart and you add this product to the cart and you scroll down, you can see the checkout is also in the same color. Then when you go to the checkout and you scroll a little bit down, you can see this is again the same color. And this is really important, because if your add to cart button is this color and they click on it and the next button is red, they will just find it weird. It will just break their logical flow in their mind, and therefore they will think that this is not the next button that they should click on, and therefore they will just leave your product page. Another thing that is also very important is that you can see that their add to cart button is green, but also their price is green, and their colors in the announcer bar are also green. So this is kind of making that congruence that all things related to the sale, related to the promotion, related to the purchase are in the same color, and therefore it just gives that visual congruence when you land on their product page and makes it easy to process what you should do and how you should do it. Also, the next thing here is that you want to make your CTA button stand out, because if your customers want to buy your product and they cannot find your add to cart button, they will just get frustrated and therefore they will just leave your product page. I'm sure you know all these situations when you wanted to complete something, to complete the purchase or to sign up for something, and then you saw that you cannot find a way to do so, how frustrated you can get about that. It is just decreasing the experience, and therefore you are lowering your conversion rate. So you always want to make your add to cart button stand out so that they know where they should click when they want to proceed with placing the order. The next thing here is that you want to make your text easy to read, and you want to as well make it short, because people are on the social media and when they click on the ad and land on your product page, they don't want to read a lengthy text. And for that reason, you want to make your text easy to read. People don't like to read a lot, and the app that you can use to make sure that your text is easy to read is called the Hemingway app. And I'll just show you how it works. So let's say we want to copy this one. We go to the Hemingway app, and when you paste something, you can see on the right, you can see you have the readability level, which says how hard to read your text is, and you want to always keep it at least below 5th or 6th grade in order to make it easy to read and easy to process for all of your customers. And you don't want to use some fancy words, some complex words, because most people don't know a lot of the vocabulary, and for that reason, just make it easy to read and easy to process, and you will increase your conversion rate. So this is a very important thing. Whenever we have helped our clients simplify this part of the landing page to make it easy to digest and easy to understand, we have seen an increase in the conversion rate, and especially if their traffic is coming from the Facebook, because if more people are finding that purchasing flow easier, then more of people will buy from you. And by the way, if you struggle with your Facebook ads and scaling your e-commerce brand, you can reach out to me in the link in the description to see how we can help you with growing your e-commerce store profitably. So the next thing that we have here, and this is the third thing regarding this 8-figure store, is how they are increasing their average order value throughout the whole funnel. And this is very important regardless if you're pushing Facebook ads or Google ads, because if you get your average order value up, you will get more of the dollar that you invest in your Facebook. So for that reason, you always want to increase for the AOV. So how this brand is actually increasing their AOV on their store. So first thing that we have here is that when you add this product to the cart, let's say we want to add the subscribe, you can see at the top of the cart, they have this message that says you're only $10 away from free USA shipping. And this is incentivizing their customers to spend more, because if you give them an incentive to buy more and you make the exploration of other products as easy as possible, more people will find other products just to get that free shipping thing. They will buy that emotionally and then logically justifying their brain that they bought it because they have gotten the free shipping thing. So this is one way how they're increasing their average order value in the cart drawer. And the next way that they're doing it is with this at the bottom, which says protect my order with the ad protection add-on. And it only costs $2. It's a relatively low cost for their customers. And therefore, if a huge percentage of people add this thing to their cart like this, they will increase their average order value and the profit margin significantly, because this is a pure profit for this company. And when you go to the details just to see what it says that it's a warranty, that if the packages are lost or stolen or something like that, and that they don't have to worry about these things. So in any case, it's a pure profit for this company, and for that reason, this is definitely a thing that you can use in order to maximize your profitability just by having this thing on. So how can you actually implement this on your cart drawer and increase your profitability? So the app that we're using for our clients, it is the most stable, it has the most customization, and I'm about to make a full video on how you can implement it on your store to get this going. So when it comes to the implementation, you need to have, as we have mentioned, a free shipping threshold, which will incentivize people to add more products to the cart. As I mentioned, people buy emotionally and then they justify that this is why they have bought it, and you want to make the exploration of other products as easy as possible. When it comes to the Protect My Order add-on, it's a low cost, as we have mentioned, and you don't have to go for the shipping protection. You can also go for things like priority shipping, a gift package, or the envelope or stuff like that. You can just see what is the thing that mostly resonates with your customers, is low cost for you, is low cost for them as well, and therefore just get that extra profit margin by adding this add-on. So this is very important. The next thing of how they're increasing their average order value throughout the whole funnel to maximize their returns is in their checkout, and let's just see how it looks like. So when you're in the checkout, you go here, and we are on the checkout right now. You can see when you are on the mobile, because most people are on their mobile, you can see when you go on the order summary and you go here, you see they have this recommended for you, and then they recommend other products that you can just easily add to the cart and therefore increase the average order value. So when it comes to the checkout and this app, the app that we're using for our clients is the app called Aftersell. And one very important thing when it comes to this thing is that you don't want to make it very aggressive. You want to make it seamless and less pushy, because I've been seeing some brands that they put the upsells here below the payment, and this is not a great case, because at this point your customers are just looking to complete their order. They are not considering other products. But if you add this add-on in the order summary where they are reviewing their products, there's a higher chance of some of them adding this product to the cart and therefore just increasing how many products they're buying from you. So this is very important. You don't want to make it aggressive. You want to make it as seamless as possible, just as a part of their purchasing journey. So definitely a thing that you can take from this brand on how they're increasing their average order value throughout the whole funnel, right? So Then the next thing and the last thing that we have from this brand is one of the most important and the thing that I rarely see e-commerce brands doing, and this is how they are increasing their conversion rate with the clarity / FAQ. So what I actually mean by that. One thing you have to understand is that when your customers click on your Facebook ad and they land on your product page, they have a set of questions in their mind about your product. And for some products, people will have more questions. For some products, people will have less. But regardless of that, they will have some set of questions, which if you answer, more people will buy because they don't have these objections in their mind. And the only logical step is to place the order. This is how you make more people buy from you, and for that reason you increase your conversion rate. So let's see how this brand is doing this. You can see when you scroll a little bit down, the second tab that they have here is the utility all FAQs. And when you click on this, you can see this expands on a whole lot of different questions, and these are the questions that their customers often have in their mind when they want to place the order. But how do you actually find out what are these questions so that you can put them and answer these objections and therefore increase the conversion rate? So let's cover what are these so you can discover them and therefore put them on your product page. So obviously for this, you don't need any apps. This can be achieved with any Shopify team. So you don't need any app at all for this. And the methods that you can use to discover these questions are, first of all, you can put the post-purchase survey. And this is one of the best ways to discover customers' objections. So after they place the order, they get asked, what almost made you not buy from us today? And this is huge because you will see some patterns repeating. You will see one question that is repeating most of the time. And this is their main concern before placing the order. And when you find out what are these questions from these surveys, you can just place them on your product page. More people will get them answered and therefore more people will buy from you. The next thing that you can do is to look at your support tickets and see what are the questions that people ask before placing the order. So you want to see what are the things that people are asking before placing the order, because obviously there are their objections, and place them on your product page so that new customers can get these answered and you increase your conversion rate. And the third way that you can do this is just to look at your Facebook ads comments. For some niches, we have seen that in the Facebook ads comments, people, after they see an ad, they immediately have some questions and they will just type in the comment like, can I use this for my skin type, or how many times you should apply this, or whatever. And for that reason, you can just look at these Facebook ads comments and see what are these questions that people have, and therefore gather them all and then put them on the product page. After you have gathered all the questions from these three methods, then you want to list them and you want to list these answers in the order of the importance. So let's see how this brand is doing this. You can see when you click on this, you have how do I use the utility oil? Most people probably have that question before buying the product. They're concerned that they will not know how to use it, and therefore this brand is immediately answering that one. When you scroll a bit down, you can see all the different type of questions. There's this type of question which I have mentioned. For example, is it safe for all skin types? So after you gather all these questions, you want to list them on your product page in the order of importance, and therefore you will handle all these objections that people have on their mind before placing the order, and you will increase your conversion rate. So that's it regarding this store. If you have any questions about the apps or the best practices or anything, you comment below and I'll be happy to help you with that. And if you struggle with scaling your brand and you want the expert assistance on helping you scale profitably by implementing the proven framework for scaling, you can reach out to me in the link in the description to see how we can help you grow your e-commerce store. And if you like this video, you can watch this next video which will help you with growing your e-commerce store profitably.